Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel, Cooking for the Family. I'm Devon and today I am going to show you how to make these lovely, yummy M candy cookies. Now this is part of my 12 days of cookies and holiday treats, and I cannot wait to share this awesome recipe with you. Are you ready? Let's get started. So what we're going to need is some softened butter, and we're using 1 cup of softened butter. And if you've seen some of my videos before, you know that in my recipes I like to use salted butter. It just to me enhances the flavor actually of the butter that's in that recipe. And so we're using 1 cup of softened salted butter, which is 2 sticks. And we are also going to use some brown sugar. I'm using light brown sugar, and that is 1 cup of light brown sugar, and we're using 1/2 cup of granulated sugar. We're going to go on and give our sugar and butter a stir, go on and mix it in well, and add in our eggs. And our eggs are at room temperature, and that's 2 eggs that we're adding, 2 large eggs. And hey guys, if you are new here to the channel and you haven't subscribed, go on and hit that subscribe button. And if you're a returner, welcome back. And if you find value in this content, be sure to give us a thumbs up. It's free and it means the world to the channel. Now, once I have my butter, my sugar, my eggs all in there, I'm going to go on and stir the bottom of my bowl. And next I'm going to add in my vanilla. And we're using 1½ teaspoons of vanilla. And that's pure vanilla extract that we're using. And so that little extra vanilla in this recipe really comes through with these cookies. It makes them just extra special. Okay. Now I have my dry ingredients that I'm going to add to the bowl. And I've gone on and I've sifted them in my bowl, and in there I have all-purpose flour. Now anytime that I'm baking my baked goods or my cookies or my cakes or my breads, I like to use unbleached all-purpose flour. And so I have 2½ cups of unbleached all-purpose flour. I'm also using 1 teaspoon of baking soda and 1 teaspoon of salt. I still use that teaspoon of salt, although I'm using that softened salted butter, because like I said, it does make a difference when you're making your baked goods. Now, not with all recipes, and I will always let you know the difference between the salted and the unsalted butter in any recipe that I share with you. But I'm using that, the salted butter. Now, once I have everything nice and mixed, I'm going to go on and put in some chocolate chips. Now, although that we are using the candy pieces, I like to put chocolate chips in the recipe because you know what, it really enhances that nice chocolatey flavor, and I think that it makes for a better, well-rounded cookie. And so in my recipe, I love to add in those chocolate chips when I'm adding in those candy pieces as well. I'm going to give it a nice stir because I don't want to have any white streaks from flour. I want to make sure everything is mixed well at the bottom of the bowl. Okay, just like that. And in the description box below, guys, I'm going to have a list of all the ingredients. And you see there, that's how you want your dough to look. You want your dough, your cookie dough, to look just like that, sprinkled with the candy pieces as well as those semi-sweet chocolate chips. All right, now I'm going to cover my cookie dough. I'm going to refrigerate my dough for a couple hours. I always like to go on and refrigerate my dough for a couple hours and give that butter that chance to just firm back up, so that way when we bake our cookies, they won't spread all over our pan. Our cookie dough has chilled for the last couple of hours, and now it's time for us to go on and drop our cookies. And so what we're going to do is I'm just using my scooper, and I'm just scooping them just like that. This scooper is about a 2 tablespoon scooper, but you can make your cookies, this recipe, you can make your cookies as big or as small as you like. As well as this recipe is great if you want to do pan cookie, or if you want to do like a casserole dish or a pan cookie where you take all the dough and you spread it in your pan. You don't need to put any extra butter or flour in there. You just take your dough and you just push the dough, level it out, and you spread it all in the pan, and you can bake it as one total sheet. So if you want to make it into a round circle pie and bake it in a pan that's like that, or if you want to bake it in a sheet, this recipe is great for that. So you can definitely do that. Now on top, what I like to do is I like to take the candy pieces, and I'm doing it uniform, so I'm doing 3 pieces of candy on each cookie. And although we already have those candy pieces mixed inside the dough, it is nice to just put it on top just for like an extra little touch right there. And I'll do 2 of one color and 1 of another, and I'll just kind of alternate back and forth. And this is really something that you can have the little ones do. And they just love helping out in the kitchen. And my daughter before has done this for me, and my sons have done this for me many times before, where they'll go and they'll put those little candy pieces on top. And like I said, you can make your cookies if you want to make big cookies, if you want to make smaller bite-sized cookies, if you even want to use the little mini candy pieces for the smaller cookies, you can do that as well. This recipe is very forgiving, and it's very easy to work with. Now I've got my oven preheating on 350 degrees. And our cookies are going to bake anywhere from about 8 minutes to about 10 minutes. And we just want to bake them until the sides of the cookie have started to set, but the inside, you're going to see, will still be just a little bit moist. And that should happen around 8, 9, 10 minutes of the cookies baking. Now our cookies have baked for that 8 minutes, and here they are. See how they're barely brown around the edges, because that way your cookie has set and it's going to be nice and chewy and soft. They will not be dried out, so you want to be mindful not to over bake your cookie, okay? And how you don't over bake it is exactly what I said about the sides. But that is it, guys. This is our wonderful holiday Christmas M&M cookies. I hope you give this recipe a try. It is very simple to make. The cookies come out excellent, and whether you're having a special occasion for Christmas, New Year's, or even a cookie gift exchange, I hope you bake a batch for your family, for your friends, for your neighbors. Well, how about we go on and give our cookie a try, y'all? Let's see how they came out. Let's see. Wow, look at that. Look at that nice, moist cookie. Chewy, soft, just perfect. So good, y'all, just perfect. Well, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you like what you saw, go on and give us a thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, what are you waiting for? Go on and hit that subscribe button. It's free. Well, I look forward to seeing you on the next one. And remember, it is always good when Devon is cooking for the family. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.